everyone! So if you have no idea what's happening, I am no longer reacting to the entirety of season 6 of The Flash, and I thought at the beginning of my Arrow reactions I would record my thoughts and feelings on this week's current Flash episode for those who might be missing my Flash reactions. If you aren't interested in hearing my thoughts on this week's episode of The Flash, skip to this timestamp for my Arrow reaction. Obviously, this is spoilers for episode 3 of The Flash, just in case if you didn't know. But let's talk about, this episode was alright. I think it's been my favorite so far. I really love the interactions with Frost and Barry this episode. Her finding out about Crisis, the team finding out about Crisis, and then being understandably upset about those things and being angry because she just started living her life, and the fact that it could get ripped away from her is awful. But then I also really loved the scene at the end with Frost coming to Barry and basically going, you're not gonna be at my birthday party next year, are you? Picking up on those little singles that they had, or that little like tidbits of information Barry has been slowly bringing to the team. And they did the villain of the week together. They, conquered the villain of the week together, so that was really cool to see. I think there's been a lack of Barry and Caitlin / Frost scenes for the past couple seasons, so this episode was really nice to see them working together again. Tom Cavanaugh is back as a new version of Wells, who I am already starting to love because I have loved every single character he's played on the show so far, and I loved his little comment about the Council of Wells being dumbasses. So this one seems more like a tough exterior, like Cisco was saying, and I love that version of Harrison Wells the best, I think. Like, Harry is my favorite version, but I do enjoy the others, don't get me wrong, like HR, Sherlock, Ian Barthon, Harrison Wells, but I've always had a soft spot for Harry because he is that tough exterior type guy, and then he slowly softens. I think we're gonna have like a mix of that this year with this new Wells, who Harrison Nash Wells, I think that's what it was. I guess maybe we'll get a permanent name for him once he gets integrated into the team, or however that works out. So that's really interesting. I'm wondering how he's going to fit and what type of relationships he's going to have with everybody. And side note, Hartley Sawyer, who plays Ralph, did a really great job this episode. When he's playing vulnerable and emotional, he does it so well, and I just had an out loud thought when I was watching the scene where he hugs his mom. I was like, damn, he's such a good actor. So that was a nice side note. We got some stuff with Bloodwork. Barry, at first trusting him made me so mad because he's been betrayed however many times, and the fact that he just openly trusted somebody was crazy. But then they canceled that, and he was like, no, I had a feeling about you, when he was doing like crazy, when Ramsey was doing shady stuff. But I'm interested to see how that's going to develop and what's going to happen with him, because it doesn't look like Ramsey is going to stand down from everything. It looks like he's going to probably build an army, so that's curious. But yeah, that was about it this episode. What did you guys think? Let me know on, I guess, what's time for Arrow. Arrow Season 8, Episode 2. Oh. 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 Is it broken?
I warned you not to interfere. There's a man named Dr. Robert Wong. Bring him to me. Why? Now that is not your concern.
The monitor is really starting to get on my nerves. Woo! Hey, Laurel. Oh, crap. Flashback Tuesday? That doesn't work.
It's not possible. There's no way that my entire Earth is just gone.
Oh.
What happened to SCPD, right?
I just got my life back, and I'm not giving it up without fight.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine what she's feeling.
Needs to do things quietly, stay under the radar.
Yeah, this is staying under the radar. This is fine. Woo! I love when the camera turns into action cam. What the hell? cool.
There's a crisis coming that quite literally threatens the entire universe.
You mean Minor Boo?
You've heard of it?
When I was with the Crescent Order, a being who transcends universes, a crisis brewing.
He believes Dr. Wong can help him stop it.
I just got chills.
Johnny told me you were about to do something stupid.
Hi!
He made a hard call to follow me.
Your dad's mom's tiger, we turned out okay. I mean, kind of.
Gee, thanks.
John and Lila were basically saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they spend all the time worrying about me. JJ got shortchanged.
Hey, JJ made his own choices. I know you want to believe that deep down there's still some good in him.
So that doesn't sound like John and Lila.
JJ wasn't just my brother, okay? He was my best friend.
We're gonna be fine.
I miss Felicity. What?
Welcome back to
What's up? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, parkour, parkour.
It isn't working.
Well, it should be.
Then where's the portal? I want to go to Earth too.
Earth 2
You can't. Because it's...
is gone.
He's so cool. I'm gonna miss the fight so much.
I know what the Triad is after.
the virus.
Dr. Wong has me trying to recreate the Alpha Omega virus. How am I supposed to move forward when everyone I've ever loved is gone? I'm not giving up.
We fight
We're doing the right thing.
to prevent that from happening to anybody else.
We honor the dead by fighting for the living.
I left for children. So if the monitor can't fix this, and if he is not here to help, then all of these things that I've sacrificed, and all the things that so many other people have already sacrificed, will have been for nothing. I need my family to live.
I'll deactivate it once I'm safe in the car. Until next time, Mr. Queen.
There's not going to be a next time. Now.
Ooh, you badass bitch, let's go.
I have Dr. Wong.
Lila, yes. Ha!
Virus is secure.
I have the detonator.
What?
That's her.
God damn it! Really? No. I was waiting for you.
Tatsu's resting in the infirmary. She'll be in pain for a few days, but she'll be fine.
Ooh, good. I thought they killed her off.
A lot of people have died already for the sake of this mission. I owe it to all of them to find out who the monitor really is. Well, what if we don't like the answers to those questions?
We figure it out.
We find another way to stop it. I think we're done here.
Not even close.
You're not going to touch me.
Oh yeah, and why's that?
Because if you do, the men who are storming your bunker right now will kill your brother.
Well, damn.
You heard a rumor about the monitor and the upcoming crisis?
I doubt the Crescent Order will have the answers you seek.
Thankfully, there are organizations on this earth far, far older than the Crescent Order. I'm going to end up our Bob.
Cool. Okay. High heels.
You should have told me what was going to happen on Earth, too.
What?
John was there. He could have been killed.
What are you?
Destruction of that Earth was a necessary sacrifice.
What about Laurel Lance? Family?
And countless more like them will perish if we do not ensure that Oliver Queen is prepared for what is coming.
I have Dr. Wong.
Let us go see.
Lila, no! Question mark? I don't know what's happening with that. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Very interesting stuff. I am 80% sure that Lila Michaels is a character in the comics and she is something. Like, she is something. Because it either got teased last year or someone told me about it in the comments or something like that. But it was just a tidbit. It was just a, oh, hey, fun fact, Lila Michaels is actually blah, blah, blah. This kind of furthers maybe possibly her going in more into that role. I'm very curious to see how she got in contact with the Monitor, how the Monitor got in contact with her. Here's what's interesting, is that I completely trusted the Monitor for some reason, because I just feel like he's trying to do something good. But I don't, ever since Earth 2 got destroyed, I'm like, I don't know, like, why would Oliver interfering into that affect a world getting, you know what I mean, taken away? That just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Very cool episode. We got a lot of familiar faces, or a couple familiar faces this episode, which was nice. For sure thought that she was gonna die. Like, when she got stabbed, I was like, what the hell? You know what, I think the future stuff, there's a lot of people kind of like, I don't really care about it. And I haven't felt that way until these last 2 episodes. And I think I figured out the reason why. It's one of those things where I want Arrow's ending, right? And with that, we're going to get a lot of closure and things like that. The only problem I have with it is the fact that we're seeing the future, and it seems like just so much shit went down where I would much rather not have this storyline there and continue to, like, think in my head, oh, JJ and Connor are going to grow up and they're going to be happy together. You know what I mean? They're going to be happy. They're going to be nice. Like, you know, Oliver will eventually reunite with, you know what I mean? And then Mia will, I would much rather have these, like, predictions in my head, just in my head, where I can know that they would be happy. But knowing that things turn out not great for everybody kind of sucks. And it's interesting. One of the reasons why it's interesting, I know that they're planning a backdoor pilot within the last 10 episodes involving the Canaries and things like that. And I'm wondering how they're going to do that, because, like, will it be involved in the future? Because if it's involved in the future, I don't want it to be that future. I want it to be a better future with all of our characters who we know have grown up with the parents that we have to be okay. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Like, Diggle and Lila, I just don't understand why, like I don't understand, like, why they would always put the blame on JJ. You know what I mean? And having JJ grow up to be what he is. Not to say that JJ won't get redeemed, because I can kind of see that what they're trying to do, but it still just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Just some of the moves that these players are making just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. What we've been built for 8 seasons now with these characters, it's kind of just, like, why? I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm kind of rambling because I'm just trying to put my thoughts together on this. But, yeah, I'm curious to see if the crisis will affect anything. Like, is that the reason why the future is like this, you know? I'm just really confused on it. And I think the other thing is, too, is they did what, if you watch Fear the Walking Dead, spoilers, by the way, complete spoilers, but what they did in Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 is they basically brought in a whole new cast, and they had our old cast meet that new cast and integrate the new cast and made that the whole thing. And they did the kind of the same thing with Arrow last season, where we have our characters like Dinah, Renee, Felicity, Roy all interact with our future people and then kind of have them integrate in the show. The only problem, I think, is that it suffers from the same thing Fear did, where I care about some of them, but I don't care as much about them as I do with Oliver and Diggle and, you know what I mean, all of them. And that might be because we've had 7-8 years of build up and character development with these characters, and we've only had about, I don't know, a year worth of flash forwards with those guys. So that might be why, but I would much rather have, I don't know, I would much rather have like Mia and co time travel to where we are now instead of it being in this desolate future. And I think that's what a lot of people had problems with last season, is this lack of like, oh, they saved the city, it still didn't work. You know what I mean? Like nothing worked. And I'm starting to feel that a little bit now. So I'm just curious to see what they're going to do and if the current crisis will, you know, fix anything or kind of solidify, oh no, this is why this has happened and it makes sense, you know? But yeah, tell me your thoughts on the future stuff and all that fun stuff. I'm saying stuff a lot in the comments, and I will see if I can, like, you know, maybe you guys like the future stuff. Maybe some of you do, and then it'll give me a new perspective on it. That'd be cool. Yeah, but that was Arrow Season 8. I almost said 7. Season 8, Episode 2. I will see you guys for Episode 3 next week, and we're going to Nanda Parbat, which is cool.